Hi, I'm Wyatt Cash with Scoop News Group, and we're here at the Security Transformation Summit with Steve Levine and David O'Leary. Steve is the Director of Federal Practice at SHI, and David is the Director of Cybersecurity Practice for all of SHI. Gentlemen, welcome to the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Steve, let me start with you. How has the pandemic impacted the way government organizations really must think about their cybersecurity going forward?
I would say the impact can be felt across all government organizations. The threat landscape has shifted to focus on remote access and remote employees. Organizations need to consider security of access to applications and data that employees need to support their jobs. That's been the biggest change with the pandemic related to cybersecurity.
And as agencies look to transform and modernize their cybersecurity, what elements are most important to ensure their success?
It's a good question. So security programs and the security infrastructure is in a constant state of change and adaptation. Government organizations must learn to be flexible with consumption to ensure they can cover the mainstream security needs, including managed services. They also need to build complete focused solutions that continue to mature the organization's security program overall. Checkmark-based approaches do not apply.
And David, anything you'd like to add to that about what agencies could be thinking about in terms of transforming or modernizing their cybersecurity?
Yeah, thanks, Wyatt. I think Steve really hit a lot of the points here, but all too often, when we support our clients, which are some of those organizations, we find gaps, right? And we still find organizations that haven't holistically provided the right coverage model. So that's really what we mean by check marks don't apply here, really. Let's be flexible. Let's put the resources where they belong, and let's mature the security program. And that's the goal.
Well, and David, let me ask another question while we have you here. How do modern technologies like AI bolster cybersecurity from your perspective?
That's a great question, Wyatt. So, AI is built into almost every security solution that these organizations are purchasing. And by the way, organizations have anywhere between 25 to 40 different security solutions to make up their security programs today. AI absolutely is effective at sifting through large amounts of data. But here's the catch. It has to be trained. Individuals have to be trained to use it. It has to learn the organizations. So it's a fantastic approach. Organizations should focus on it and plan to take advantage of it. But they need to ensure that resources are thinking about how to train these tools. And what you get from that is a shorter time to find out if something's actually happening in your organization, right? So a security analyst can respond to incidents a lot quicker. So it's on the must-have list.
Well, and lastly, we always hear quite a bit these days about zero trust. And I'll put the question to you bluntly. Is it really the real deal, or is it just a buzzword? Or in fact, do you see it as something here to stay that's getting real traction?
Yeah, it's fantastic that security people like me, 25 years of experience, can make up new phrases all the time, right? Zero trust is real. However, it comes with some thought. So zero trust is a process by which you can minimize access to certain parts of your network. However, if you go back to my original statement about the 25 to 45 different products that organizations have, an organization should be planning zero trust across that spectrum and within their overall program, right? So all too often, a manufacturer will say, I've got zero trust. And a customer will say, that's fantastic. This is going to help me a lot. But it's got to be integrated. The products have to be integrated. And this is where we want our clients to think about leveraging a portfolio approach, right? A lot of our security manufacturers are condensing and expanding their portfolios, offering more capabilities, and offering a wider spectrum that's within that solution. So it's very important to think about that application of zero trust, but it is real.
And Steve, any last thoughts from your perspective on zero trust?
Yeah, I think David covered most of it. I think it's real important, a couple of things he said at the end. I think, zero trust can be a buzzword if you don't treat it appropriately. And I think it is the real deal if you follow the portfolio approach to solving that. So I think it's here to stay. We got to figure out how to protect it. And also the other comment about AI is, the more that we can train and learn about different events, the better that AI will become. So thank you.
Well, Steve Levine and David O'Leary, thank you so much for taking time to join us here at the summit, and really appreciate your insights today.
Thank you for the
Great.
opportunity.
Thank you, Wyatt.